All right, in today's vlog, I'm going to show you how to make a sponge like this. Also, how to sand a room and how to prime it. Let's go. Alright, so at the end of the video, I'm going to show you how to make this light sponge. Having a light when you're sponging or when you're sanding your room is so important. This is what we've been using, and you can still obviously use that. Just kind of put a light source on the side and then get a sponge and then go ahead and start sanding. You can literally use anything. You could use a big light, you could use a candle if you want. Kind of sketchy, but you could probably do it. It's very important because then you're getting that perfect finish. When you're just looking at a room like this looks pretty good. Like, I don't know, like I don't see anything. But then once you put a light on it, holy crap, what just happened? You don't see any of that? Bang, you see it. So after you paint it, it'll be too late to address any of those issues. But we don't have any of our actual lighting in here, so we don't see any of those shadows. So when you're sanding, make sure that you have a light source, okay? All right, so the reason I like this sponge that has an angle to it is so that when I'm in the corner here and I'm sanding this wall, I'm not touching that wall. When you get a square sponge like this and you run it up and down, you automatically are sanding this side as well, and it's leaving a mark. So then it's better to do them separately, just like this, here, and then flip it around and do this side, and it's just a little bit slower, but you just get a better result. That's why I choose a sponge that has this little 45-degree thing on it. All right, so this is our corner, and it's kind of hard to actually get a sander in there and sand. So what I'm gonna do is get my 6-inch putty knife and just shape that corner with it. Very lightly. I'm just basically making it look exactly how I want it. You see that? Just gonna go like this, because with the sander, it is actually really hard to get that really nice and tight, and we want that corner to be very tight. So same thing in here. I'm just gonna go like that and then go like this, and look how nice and sharp we got that. And now the rest of it, you could just go ahead. All right, not gonna lie, the sponge thing, a bit of a gimmicky thing. Nice big spotlight just works so much better. You can see the entire kind of area, but if you don't have a spotlight or anything like that, you can go ahead with the sponge thing. I'll show you how to make that in a couple minutes. All right, next, what we have to do is prime, but we can't just prime over this because you see all this compound dust right here. If you prime over it, what will happen is that stuff will turn into almost like a sandpaper finish, and there's no way that you can get rid of that if you don't sand it down. So what we're going to do first is to get rid of that is get a broom and just sweep the walls and sweep our ceiling first. Look at all that dust. You see all that? So we want to make sure that we basically sweep the entire area to make sure that there is no compound dust. All right, so our walls are all cleaned up and ready to get primed. So what we're going to do is I got this 6-inch roller that I'm going to do my corners with, like this, and then like that as well. So we're not going to use a brush. And then we have our regular roller, and we're going to use that on our big surfaces. Here's the type of primer that I always use. It's the one that kind of has this brown label on it. There's the blue label and there's brown one. I think this one's meant more for brand new drywall, because then it absorbs a little bit better. So let's get to it.